Hello everyone, Catweazle here. Welcome to the channel and welcome back to our playthrough of Arkham Horror 2nd edition and Tendrils from Below, where we are aiming to stop Nioctha, the evil Nioctha, from taking over the world. And we're just about to start episode 8. I'm pleased to announce it appears that episode 7 was error-free. Hurrah! So we can get straight on with episode 8. Our new investigator who is leading the pack is William Yorick. So let's move on to the upkeep phase. And here we are at the upkeep phase, and here's good old William. So we're not going to mess around with any of his sliders or anything, so it's just a question of seeing whether he can keep his blessing or not. So come on, let's keep this run going, Bill. He can't, he rolls a 1. No, we're going to get rid of that. We're going to roll another dice. We're going to use the ability of Sister Mary, which allows us to have a reroll. And he gets a 4. So, good. Good old Sister Mary and her reroll. Hopefully, nobody else will require a reroll. Right, so William has managed to keep his blessing. That means we can move on to Wilson Richards, who is up here. He's going to be our second player this turn. He too has to roll for his blessing. We'll do that first. There's a bit more on it now, seeing as we've already had one failure. Come on. And he gets another 4, so that's good. So he keeps his blessing. That's excellent. Is he going to change any of his sliders? He is. He's going to move his fight down to 1. So that is going to give him 3 will. You'll see the reason for that a little bit later. But other than that, that is everything for his upkeep phase, so we can move on to Sister Mary. Now, Sister Mary's got a few things to roll for. She has to roll for her blessing. So, come on. Oh, 2 just. That was close. And then what we've got to do is, normally we'd roll for a bank loan, yeah? But she's only had it for a turn, so we don't have to bother, yeah? But the die is there, and we'll use that next turn. I was a bit precipitate and put it on a bit early. But yes, she's only had her $10 from last turn, so that means she doesn't have to roll until she's had it for a full turn. Right, okay, is she going to move any of her sliders? No, she is not. So I think we go on to Rita Young down here. And what is Rita going to do? Well, she's got to do a roll as well. But first of all, she's going to get $2. Which is good because that's going to put her up to $5. So always good to have at least $5. It means you can buy an Elder Sign. Let's roll for her retainer. And she gets a 4. Brilliant. Okie dokie. So that's good news. Excellent. Is she going to move any of her sliders? No, she isn't. So that's cool. Okie dokie. That is it for the upkeep phase. Next up, it is the movement phase. And here we are at the movement phase with William, who's at the Unvisited Isle. Now he has a speed of 3, and that's just enough because he's going to go to the Merchant District for 1, Downtown for 2, and Arkham Asylum for 3. Let's see if we can get that sanity back to where it should be. That is it for William. Next up is Wilson Richards. And here we are with Wilson. So Wilson is going to, he's got 4 speed, he's also got his motorbike as well, but he's not going to use it because he's going to go 1, 2, 3, 4. Yes, and he's going to turn up in independent square with the Leng spider. So let's zoom in because, yes, he is going to fight it. And here we are, independent square, and we've got Wilson and his shotgun against the Leng spider. We are not going to evade it, so let's turn it over. Now, it's got ambush. That means we've just got to keep fighting it. Even if we start losing, we can't run away because it ambushes you. It's basically it's webs and stuff. Once you get into a battle with it, you can't get away. It's overwhelming 1, so we are going to lose a stamina no matter what. But first of all, we've got to do a horror check, which is at -2. So that is why I popped his will up to 3. That means we're just going to get a single die, but he is blessed. So let's see if you can manage it. He can, he gets a 4 with a star. So he didn't lose any sanity at all. Then we've got to do his combat check, which is at -1. So he's going to use his shotgun. So that is going to give him +4. But another thing we've got to remember here is 6s will count as 2 successes. So he's got +4. He's got 1 fight, which makes it 5. And anything else that helps him? I don't think so. There is hunters with William Yorick, but they're not in the same area. So it's going to be 4 dice, and we've got to get 2 successes. So 1, 2, 3, 4. He does have a clue to burn. Come on. We get a 5, a 6 and a 4, so he got 3 successes. Being blessed in this game is just awesome. So he gets that as a trophy. We get yet another monster stand back, so we've got 2 monster stands. But he does lose, because it was overwhelming, he does lose a stamina, so he goes down to 4 stamina. But he has managed to kill yet another monster in Arkham, which is great. So well done to him. Ooh, let's straighten William up. Right, so that is it for Wilson. Next up is Sister Mary. And here we are with Sister Mary in the Bank of Arkham. She is just going to go 1, 2, 3. And she is going to join good old Rita. And while she's there, what we're going to do is... there, you can see them a bit better. What they're going to do is they are going to trade. So that enchanted jewellery and the alien statue is going to go from Rita across to Sister Mary. And is there anything else? Sister Mary is also going to give Flesh Ward to Rita. She's going to keep Find Gate. We might be able to sort something out now that Wilson has got rid of that Leng spider. So, yeah, that's the extent of the trading. And, let's move shotgun. Give that back to... Wouldn't do not to give Wilson his shotgun back. I'll pop that back on his play tray. Right, so that is it for Sister Mary. Next up, it will be Rita. And here we are with Rita. So she's going to do something funky. And one of the good things about Rita is obviously her brilliant speed, because she's an athlete. So remember, she's got 6 speed. So she's going to go 1, 2, 3 to independent square. Then she is going to trade with Wilson, and she is going to give him Find Gate. So he now has Find Gate. Then she's going to continue her movement. She's going to go 1, 2, 3 back. So that is a total of 6. So she manages to get back to the Curiosity Shop. She's just popped up to independent square to drop that spell off. A very important spell. It does save a lot of time. Okay, so that is it for Rita. That is it for the movement phase. Oh, one thing just to mention, yeah. I believe I mentioned it earlier in the playthrough. that you don't actually go through the gate until the Arkham encounter phase, and there's an example. Yeah, it allowed us to do a trade and move back out again. That means that Rita won't get sucked through the gate. So there you go. Right, oh, that's it for the movement phase. Next up is the Arkham encounter phase. And here we are at the Arkham encounter phase, and William, who is our lead investigator this turn. What's he going to do? He's going to spend $2. He's got 13, he's going to go down to 11, because what he's going to do is he's going to use the text encounter down here. He's going to spend $2 and get all of his sanity back. Let's get all his sanity back before he goes around beating up any monsters. So that puts him back onto 4 sanity, which is great. And that is it for his encounter phase. Next up is Wilson Richards. And here we are with Wilson, who is on Independence Square, but he's not going to have an encounter because he gets sucked through the gate. So he is going to the Abyss. And here he is in the Abyss. We'll be returning to him shortly in the Otherworld encounter phase. Okay, that's it for Wilson Richards. So next up is Sister Mary, and she's at the Curiosity Shop. And here we are with Sister Mary at the Curiosity Shop, and she's got money to spend because she's just got a bank loan. So what we're looking for here is an elder sign. Let's not beat around the bush. Let's not pussyfoot around. We want an elder sign, so we'll give it a bit of a shuffle and a cut, and we'll put that deck back because that's a spell deck. And we'll use the correct deck, the unique item deck. Oh dearie me, oh dearie me. Right, there we go. So we'll shuffle that and cut that. So first unique item is the Cabala of Saboth. We're a bit sick of that. And next up is an obsidian statue, possibility, and finally an enchanted knife. But at least we're getting rid of some options here. Cabala of Saboth, that just gives you an extra skill. I'm not particularly interested, and it costs $5 for that. That's a lot of money for a skill, so we'll discard that. The enchanted knife is probably pretty basic. Let's remind ourselves what the obsidian statue is. Any phase, discard obsidian statue to cancel all stamina or sanity loss being dealt to you from one source for $4. That is pretty good, I think. And the enchanted knife, magical weapon, +3 to all combat checks, and that's $5. We're going to get rid of that, because I think the obsidian statue might come in really useful at some point, you know, especially if we run into a really nasty monster. So we're going to spend $4 for that, which means she's down to $6. Put that $4 in the supply. That is it for Sister Mary. Next up is Rita Young. And here we are with Rita, and guess what? She's doing exactly the same. So let's see if she can get one. So elder sign please. Let's do a cut. We've already shuffled them. So we've got a gate box. That's pretty good from what I recall. Elder sign, that's what we'll take. And the last one is the Flute of the Outer Gods. Now the Flute of the Outer Gods and the gate box, from what I recall, are actually quite good. But yes, we're not going to take those because we definitely want the elder sign, which is going to cost us $5. So everything she's got, and what we can do is when we close a gate, we lose a stamina and a sanity. Then obviously we seal it, and we don't need to make the skill check and or spend any clue tokens, and we actually take a doom token from the Ancient One's track as well, because we're using this. So brilliant. So we'll pop that with her and put her $5 into the supply. Excellent, brilliant, fantastic. That is exactly what we wanted. So, great news. Right, let us move on. That means the Arkham encounter phase has finished. What phase is next? It's the Otherworld encounter phase because Wilson is in the Abyss. And welcome to the Otherworld encounter phase with Wilson in the Abyss. Now we can't use Find Gate yet, you can only use that during the movement phase. So hopefully I'll be able to use that during the movement phase that comes up next turn. But as it is, he's got to have at least one encounter in the Abyss. So here we go. He has, it's a red or a blue. So we'll give him a quick shuffle. Why not? Doesn't matter. And a quick cut. And we're looking for a red or a blue. That is a green. That is a yellow. That is a blue. And it has the Abyss. No! Let's see what it is, but it's a nice short one. You are bewildered. Pass a law -1 check or stay here next turn. Well, brilliant. I don't think Find Gate can get us out of that either. Right, a law -1 check. His law is 1. What we're going to do, because he is blessed, is, and he has 6 clues, is he is going to spend 1 clue. That will allow him to roll 1 die, and he is blessed. So, come on. Come on. Oh. That was a 6 as well, but it didn't go through the dice tower. That 5 did though, so he did it. Brilliant. Whew, got away with that one, so he doesn't get delayed. And we can get rid of those. So although he was bewildered, he's managed to orientate himself and he is fine. That is it for the Otherworld encounter phase. Next up is the Laugh and Chuckle phase. And here we are at the Laugh and Chuckle phase, which means let's get a Laugh and Chuckle card. So pop this one off the top and let's have a read. Gangs clean up East Town. Woo! So that looks good for getting rid of that mummy actually. But first things first, we do get a new gate at the Witch House. So we've got a new gate opening. So pop that there. That means we need the gate cup. It also means we get another doom. So we're up to 6 doom. But we're doing alright. It's we've got up to 12 doom. So let's see what we get. And we get, oh, a normal gate, that's good. Oh, and an easy gate as well. Another dimension, +0. Excellent. Excellent. We do like nice easy gates. So pop that there. And we need another one of these to put on the back. So don't forget, and we also need a monster. So let's get the Earthbound Cup. And what is it? We pick out something from the bottom. And we get yet another ghost. Oh, hate ghosts. So -3 to sneak past. It's a crescent monster, but it doesn't matter because it's yellow border, it doesn't move. Physically immune, undead. Because it's undead, and we've got, what is it, the Chill of the Grave environment mythos card out, means it's got 2 toughness, -2 on a horror check or lose 2 sanity, -3 on a combat check or lose 2 stamina. It also uses up one of our precious stands, but we've got 1 left. So there's a lot of ghosts in Arkham. There we go. Pop that there. But it is a nice easy gate to shut that. Not one to waste an elder sign on. So I think we'll try and shut that one normally if we can. Right, so let's find the card that I've placed down somewhere. There it is on the board. We've got a clue coming up somewhere that goes to the Black Cave. Well, that's going to be difficult to get because the Black Cave still has another ghost at it. And then we've got monster movement, so it's circles, squares and diamonds. Hexagon, crescent, 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 crescent. That's it. So we've got no monster movement. So we'll go straight onto it. It's a headline, so we will keep the Chill of the Grave card out on the board. Gangs clean up East Town. All monsters in the East Town streets or locations are returned to the cup. Well, that's brilliant because there is one. Let's discard the card. And it's the mummy, so we get rid of it. Woo! So I believe that does go back in the bag. So we'll put that into the bag. And we do get a stand back. Excellent. Okay, so there we go. So that wasn't too bad. Well, yeah, we got... well, no, it wasn't. We were bound to get... Eventually we were going to get another gate opening. The ghost is bad because they're pretty tough to get rid of. But it's a +0 gate, another dimension, so that's cool. So we won't worry about that, that's fairly easy. And other than that, we got rid of the mummy, so that's always good. So yeah, a very good turn again. We've just got to get Wilson out of the abyss. He managed to avoid getting delayed, despite being bewildered, so that was cool. He killed a Leng spider as well, so it's been pretty much Wilson's turn. He's been kicking ass. But Rita helped. She was able to finally do that trading we've been wanting to do for a while. So she traded with Sister Mary. Finally, Sister Mary's got that enchanted jewellery, which will be a health soak for her, because her health isn't too fancy. Yeah, what else? Yeah, she got Flesh Ward, didn't she, Rita, in return. And, yeah, the alien statue went to Sister Mary as well. I don't think we'll hang around in the curiosity shop for another Elder sign. I want to get... Sister Mary's got $6 left. I want to get her to Arkham Asylum to spend $2 and get her sanity fully back. If we get some money later on, then perhaps we'll go back to the curiosity shop. We'll have to start using the alien statue and the king in yellow to try and get extra clues. And we can always start, you know, cashing in gate trophies and monster trophies with any luck at the science building. And yeah, let's get some... Ooh, what's that there? What is that there? We have a stray clue. Has it been knocked from somewhere? Right. It may be the Historical Society. It may be a Historical Society clue. I'll have to check that. Yeah, other than that, we've got, yes, William. He'll be back on the monster hunting trail. Now he's got all his sanity back. So perhaps he will look to kill, you know, the werewolf or a couple of these ghosts. Sorry, not ghasts. Yeah, and we've got to pick up a few clues because we've got 3. If that is a Historical Society clue, we've got 3 clues on the board, so we may as well start hoovering them up. The unnameable, it won't be long before we get a gate there either, so perhaps we better hoover that clue up as quickly as possible. Right, other than that, I think that's pretty much it. Another good turn in Arkham. Long may it continue. So thank you so much for watching. Thank you for all the views, for all the subscriptions, for all the help and support, and for all the likes and dislikes. Thank you very much. And if you've spotted any errors, as ever, let me know. I will do my best to fix them. I can't always fix them, but if I can, I will. And yes, thanks to everybody who's been across to Board Game Links to upvote the site over there. It's very kind of you, as is everybody who's gone to BGG to upvote the video threads over there, or drop Geek Gold, or drop a comment. And anybody who has followed me on Twitter or Instagram or Facebook or anything like that, thank you so much. That is it for episode 8 of Arkham Horror, 2nd edition, Tendrils from Below. I hope you join me for episode 9. But until then, this is me, Catweazle, signing off. Toodaloo.